And that's exactly where I want to start, because I want to show you the big picture of this storm that's impacting us as well as much of the central part of the United States. Where you see these symbols have been tornado reports. You can see all the way from Nebraska down here towards Kansas, Oklahoma, as well as Texas. Where you saw that video was right there where you see that symbol. So that is what is coming towards us. Now tonight, not necessarily going to be a tornado impact, but it could be a hail impact as well. Those rain showers are moving through right now. We're going to get a little bit of a break as we go forward. But tonight, first alert day for this evening, Saturday as well as Sunday. This is going to be a very active weekend with very different timings and very different impacts on each of these days. So I want to break some of it down for you. First, starting tonight, and you can see that bullseye all the way down there towards Des Moines. Gets a little bit less of a risk factor as you go towards the northeast, but still here across much of our western and southern counties, that is where we are looking at that isolated risk of severe weather. Most of that, like I said, is going to be in the form of hail, large hail, and it could be some damaging winds as well. So starting the clock here about 4 o'clock, you'll notice as we go into the 8:30, 9 o'clock time frame, we do get a bit of a break. But then after about 10 o'clock, notice these cells right there. Much different than what we're looking at now. You can see these cells are pushing through, and it is going to be these cells that we're going to be watching later on this evening. So this is going to be a late night event going from 11 o'clock possibly all the way past 1:30 in the morning, where we could be seeing this hail threat. Then tomorrow morning, we get a bit of a break before we start to warm up. Now, tomorrow's going to be a warm day. We're talking temperatures in our area of mid-70s, which is really going to help to destabilize the atmosphere before our next system does come through. Tomorrow's threat looks like this. We have that bullseye almost in the same place, but they've really extended that from isolated to scattered all across our region, and this is what it's going to be looking like as we go through the day. At about 9 o'clock tomorrow night, you can see this line right here developing across parts of southern Wisconsin. A lot of activity out there towards the west, really staying with us through the late part of the evening, all the way past midnight as well. See those bigger storms right there. And then as we go into even 7 o'clock Sunday morning, we see another round coming in through parts of western southwest Wisconsin, and that is going to be a morning time event that we're going to be watching for that area before things finally start to settle down later on Sunday. But we're still going to be watching all the timing that is going to be associated with this, because the models really are struggling in some ways to really give us the exact timing and the exact track, but we do know it's going to be an extremely active weekend with a possibility of large hail, very gusty damaging winds, and of course isolated tornadoes all the way into Sunday. Things get a little bit better on Monday. We get some sun as we go into the middle of the week with temperatures back into the 70s, but a little bit more rainy conditions later in the week.
Yeah, our First Alert weather team, you guys told us about this. We've been talking about it for a week now.
We have, and we knew it was going to be a 3-day event.
Yeah.
It's always that timing, it's always that impact that we always have to adjust a little bit, and we bring that to the viewers as well.
Stay weather aware this weekend. Thanks, Kevin.